Doesn't Florida have a statute that says you have to give 5 days notice before bringing a lawsuit for defamation, slander, or libel? Well, I looked into it so you don't have to. Yes, there is. Before any civil action is brought for publication or broadcast in a newspaper, periodical, or other medium of a libel or slander, the plaintiff shall, at least 5 days before instituting such action, serve notice in writing on the defendant specifying the article or broadcast and the statements therein which he or she alleges to be false and defamatory. I believe Donald Trump's lawsuit against the Wall Street Journal regarding what he allegedly wrote to Epstein was brought the next day. Well, that's not 5 days. But you also might say to yourself, but this was brought in federal court. Well, that's okay. State law actions can be brought in federal court under certain circumstances. In this case, the plaintiff, Trump, alleges that jurisdiction in federal court is proper because the amount in dispute is over $75,000. What does this mean? Well, I didn't see in the law that I looked at quickly in Florida that there's an answer. There's the suggestion that the lawsuit could be dismissed. The question is, would that be with or without prejudice? With prejudice means the lawsuit couldn't be brought again. Without prejudice means it could be, presumably, after the 5-day notice requirement was satisfied. Part of the reason for the 5-day notice requirement is if you look at the very next section of Florida law, it says that if there's a retraction of a story, that the plaintiff is limited to actual damages. Who knows what those might be in this case, and it's unlikely that the Wall Street Journal would retract and or apologize for the story, so it's probably not relevant, but that might be the reason for the 5-day requirement. We await an answer from the Wall Street Journal to Donald Trump's lawsuit, and part of that answer might be this case needs to be dismissed because they did not give us the 5-day required notice. If it would be dismissed without prejudice, then that's really just delaying the inevitable. But if it's with prejudice, this lawyer might have made a boo-boo.